The past, the present, the future. This is Friday Night's Fright. What the planet is listening to.
And here we go. Och Dee's Halloween 2. Pumped, Florida. And we're starting Haddonfield, Illinois, as you do. Haddonfield, where the first movie ended. October 31st, 1978. Picking up straight where it left off, guys. Straight where it left off. Got my Coke. All direct pick up from where last movie left off. Oh, man, that's awesome. I'm thinking it has subtitles, so, and I can't find headphones, so I can't put the sound on, but not really, so hopefully it doesn't show up on this podcast. We cut to the Maestro residence. Is that where the last movie ended? Sounds like trademark Carpenter, slow, methodical direction. Laurie telling those two little brats to piss off. No, I can't remember whether this new footage or not, but the two brats are running off. Big noise outside. I have no idea what's going on. I'm in my hotel room. People are very loud in Florida. So Laurie, we're going to get footage from the end of the last movie. We're going to drag this out. Michael rises from behind the couch. The shape looks at her. Slow, methodical look. The kids run at house and they're going to run to Loomis, who's sort of like, I'm sworn by your house, kiddies. And they're like, there's a bad man in the house, Mr. Loomis. And Loomis is like, there's a bad man in the house, I gotta go into that bad man's house. As Laurie rises and Michael rises with her, perfect synchronicity like they were synchronized swimming. And if you remember, this is basically boxing match of the century. Michael's like, I'll kill you, Laurie. And Laurie's like, no you won't, I'm going to chill out here for a sec. But Michael ambles up behind her. And Laurie walks off. And Michael's like, I have to walk further, you arsehole. So she goes in the living room, and then Michael strikes, chokehold. He's trying to choke her out. Chokeout's illegal in this fight. Laurie's like, no. Loomis runs in, so like, I'm old, Michael, I'm a bad man, I'm a bad motherfucker. Laurie rips Michael's mask off, and Loomis points the gun, and Michael puts mask back on, and bang, 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 beep, 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 beep. And he keeps shooting, and Michael's like, rah! And Michael's like, rah, rah! And he falls, oh shit, balcony dive, oh no! And Michael's down, folks. Michael's down. Gonna get a retcon here, folks. You're dragging this shit out for time. Laurie's crying. Good Jamie Lee Curtis performance. She's sort of like, who are you? And Loomis is like, I'm a bad man. I'm a bad mama jamma. I'm a bad mama jamma. And he's like, it's evil down there. It's evil. And she's like, what? And he's like, he's an evil boy. And then he looks over the balcony, but lo and behold, this entire Disney catch-us update, Michael's gone. And music plays, and Loomis is like, oh, fuck. Oh, no. And he runs outside, new footage, and he's sort of like, Michael! Michael's not there, and Loomis is like, fuck, what the fuck? Fuck, shit, fuck, bollocks. Exclusive narration. Shit, wow, motherfucker. Where's this motherfucker? Loomis touches ground, this blade's like, he bled, he bleeds 7 days and don't die, motherfucker. He looks at camera and he's like, oh shit, oh fuck, oh shit, oh bollocks, oh wank, oh motherfucker. Where's Michael? Michael! He's so angry. That music you can hear, that's in Loomis's head. And the light goes on nearby, and someone runs out, so like, oh, fuck's this shit going on? And Loomis like, shut your mouth. Loomis outright speaking out loud, like, he murdered people, I shot him, he ain't dead. And he's got to find Michael. And Laurie's still in her house, and there's a bunch of people in danger, and Loomis is like, Laurie! And that's the intro, because they needed to give us 20 seconds extra footage of Loomis saying, fuck, bollocks, ass titty, or Dino De Laurentiis movie, so it may or may not have made profit. Oh, and that's harsh, but... Certainly, do you guys have these stories about Don Pleasance? Apparently, he's a real son of a bitch in real life. Anyways, Halloween. This is Och Dee's Halloween 2. It's live from Florida, live-ish from Florida. I'm in my lovely hotel room, in my lovely hotel bed, because I give you the best podcast content. and I do it from bed. Occasionally, I tease off people being on podcasts, not in bed with me, that'd be weird, in the vicinity. But when in Florida, what are you going to do? You got to just lie in bed, majestic like, and hope you don't fall asleep recording podcasts. Anyway, we're excited. We've got this opening credits to deal with, which is a Halloween lantern, a pumpkin lantern, and, stuff and fans. Get messages because I'm a popular man. I'm very popular. I'm a popular man. I got connections and shit, and this opening sequences have been dragged out this episode, much like the bit at start dragged out the last 4 minutes of Halloween. And 20 seconds more footage. That was great. I'm dragging shit out for as long as possible because, I got to talk for an hour and 40 minutes, and to be honest, I don't. That's definitely not deal. Oh, no. And 26 minutes, I was wrong. I'll stop falling down on iPad. It's on the iPad, by the way, because I'm in America, so I don't have Fire Stick on TV, so I could have brought a Chromecast stick, but I forgot again. So that's so many sticks. TVs need more slots, You need more slots on TVs, like you need one here, one there, one there. You need like 30. Or a slot machine. A TV slot machine, that's what you need. A slot machine for the TV. And you just put in all of your slots. All slots, you run a slot train on TV, and then you can have everything plugged in at the same time. The logistic bit go up, but convenience bit go down. So John Carpenter wrote this, but didn't direct it. It was directed by Steve Mine, I think. It'll show up in set. Deborah Hill produced it, of course. Come on. Rick Rosenthal. He's directed a few other things. I can't remember what off the top of my head, but he's not a bad director, I don't think. I've never seen this, so maybe it's a badly directed movie. It won't be the John Carpenter version, despite the fact that he wrote it. Because obviously writing something's different than actually making it. But, I've got hopes. Halloween's a weird one. I've watched most movies, haven't watched this one. And they're all watchable, I guess. And we see people running, and Michael's perspective, and dogs hate Michael, apparently. But he doesn't hate dogs. He murdered one in the first movie, but you retcon that shit later, so. Michael's just ambling. Oh, he sees Loomis in background and sort of hides, but hides so you can still see everything. I get what they're going for. They're going for the opening first movie. Although there's a cut there, which is impossible unless Michael's eyes are literally binoculars. I get where they're going for. They're going for the start of the first movie with Kid Michael. I think that's going to be something you'll notice a lot in this movie, where they'll try and ape Carpenter's visual style. And Rick Rosenthal will do a decent job, I'm sure. But Carpenter is Carpenter. Ooh, nice shot for Halloween pumpkin lantern thingy. Michael sees it and sort of like, here. And there's an old woman inside who's, cutting up some mayonnaise. That's disgusting. Don't do mayonnaise, kids. Don't be that person. Don't do it. It's a trap. She hears noise outside, and suddenly some of the scenes in New Halloween started to make sense. Her husband's fast asleep, and she asked him if he wants mayonnaise, but no, he's fast asleep watching Night of the Living Dead. You motherfucker, you don't sleep watching Night of the Living Dead, you piece of shit. You get up, you watch that movie. You watch that shit. It's a great movie, and it's Halloween. And shit, Michael walks in the house, and I like this stuff. This is kind of cool. I think John Carpenter would have done it a little bit more suspenseful. Anyway, Michael sees the knife and grabs the knife, and it's a bit blurry. That's a nice touch. Apparently he's not watching Night of the Living Dead anymore. He's watching the news, and they're talking about mental patients. That's quite cool. You can see husband in the foreground, wife in the background, and Michael in the far background. That's a nicely composed shot. Anyway, John Carpenter really just wants to show off how much he loves Night of the Living Dead, because there's no reason for the clip to be on for a few seconds. So woman reaches for a knife and it's not there, but there's blood there instead. Whose blood? Oh, that's creepy actually. That's a nice touch. Anyway, she freaks out and Stamplin starts screaming. And Michael's still wandering around. Is this going to be point of movies? Michael's going to wander around a lot. Because that'd be quite artistic, you know? That'd be quite an interesting sort of plot. Anyway, people are still running around looking for other people. We're being introduced to loads of new characters. Michael's staring at this woman who doesn't see him. How does she not see him? I suppose he's in darkness, but she goes into another house and turns lights off in that house. I'm going to call her Woman A. You know, I can't keep track of this shit. And she's making a call. And that's pretty quick. She did that very quickly to go from outside to be making calls. So I think that was probably... I don't think she literally dialed numbers. I think she's just picked the phone up and someone's already ringing, I guess. You know. Anyway, she's got short black hair. She's clearly going to be our perky, lively woman we're following in this movie. You know, to replace Laurie Strode, or at least make us think so. She seems lovely, but she's not going to last very long because this isn't a Richard Linklater movie. This is a Michael Myers Halloween movie. She puts radio on and gets an announcement about zombies taking over New York at Philadelphia even. Oh no, she doesn't. She gets a news report about Michael Myers and then she asks his phone again. And Michael's behind her. And this is the start of Michael just killing people for no reason. And I sort of get why they went that route for longevity. But at the same time, it's like, to me, it's scarier if, like, there's a reason for it. Him just killing people for no reason. I get that some people find that terrifying, so you can't reason for someone like that. But it kind of dilutes his message a bit if he's just doing it for the sake of doing it. It's like, that's terrifying in a different way, but also it makes Michael really sort of... I don't know how to describe this. Just like a character who has no logic or mission. And for a horror villain, I think you need to have that, you know? Like, you need to have a goal, a purpose, a reason for doing it. It's just like movies where characters just amble around doing stuff. They are actually my favourite kind of movies. They don't usually involve serial killers, you know, or slashers. You know, I think all the best slashers have a clear goal, you know, something they want to achieve. Because characters in most movies, even characters in movies where they amble around a lot and don't really do much, they still seem or need to have some sort of goal, even if it's a very small one. Like in these movies, Michael's goal is to kill Laurie. You know? That's his goal. But if he just walks around killing random people, it's like how you're achieving your goal. You know? Anyway, they take Laurie out of the house on the stretcher. Sorry, coat. And I don't know why they're doing that. That's not how the state she's in at the end of the last movie. And also, I find that kind of undermines her a bit, because in the last movie, she's such a badass. She stood up Michael and all of that. And I get they're going for the realistic thing of, the morning after. But at the same time, it's like... It's literally like John Carpenter never intended this movie to have a sequel. And that has. It's like, crap, what I do. And this is what he's done. And I get it's going to give Laurie a bit more work to do, but... I don't know, it feels a bit dramatically false. Although, I mean, it's still an interesting avenue to explore, you know, her being rushed to hospital and keeping it condensed in one area, which is something which will amp up tension a fair bit. But I don't know if I entirely buy it on the storytelling level. But I guess John Carpenter's attitude was, they will do it without me. I have to do it best I can, and have to do it in this way, and this way. I think also something for John Carpenter movies is that when you're watching them, or rather, like, he wrote the script, he didn't direct it, so the direction of the script does impact it a fair bit. Like, I love John Carpenter. You watch something like Thing, for example. The Thing's got lots of series of tension and good dialogue and stuff like that. But I love that narration. What is wrong with this kid? He's got busted up face. Yeah, a script's a script, and even best scriptwriter on planet can write a script, but if it's not directed in a certain way, it might not necessarily work. That's why you see stuff like Aaron Sorkin's scripts. Him and Dave Fincher were a perfect team. With Sorkin writing and Dave Fincher would add the visual elements necessary to make it pop. You can have a script full of quotable dialogue, but if you don't have someone who can direct it worth a damn, then it's not going to work, is it? And same thing for the Steve Jobs movie. Oh, that's one of my favourite movies. That and Social Network. I love Aaron Sorkin's scripts. I know he falls into a habit of using a lot of repeated phrases, and you can see a lot of the shit pop up in his scripts and works and things like that. But when you pair him with an act like fucking Michael Fassbender, who just delivered it like poetry, what's wrong with this kid? Did he eat glass or something? I think this kid literally is eating glass. What the fuck? Oh, and they're bringing Laurie Strode in. Now, I don't know what hostels like in the 70s, but especially American hostels, but this seems really ridiculous. They'd be bringing her in on the stretcher in the first case because there's nothing wrong with her. This would be this small hospital. It should be prioritised. Oh, I guess she's been cut, so go treat that. But this is... He's not even wearing gloves when he's touching wounds, this fucking arsehole. This is not sanitary. And now they're giving her an injection, and they haven't even asked her what she's allergic to. This is so stupid. Like, this is so bad. And the doctor's given an injection, which doctors don't do, nurses would do. Doctors don't do injections. And also, he would write something up, so there'd be some paperwork. And now they give her tablets on top of the injection as the paramedics just watch. What the fuck is this shit? Seriously, this is so silly. Now give her another injection, you arseholes. You should have got it right first time, douchebags. She's not out, let's give her another injection. I mean, I don't know about American hospitals, but that shit would not fly in old England. It would not fly in old England, I assure you. Not for 1 second. And now Loomis is driving with the sheriff. No, they're just ambling round. They're just ambling round a bit. Talking about stopping Michael. You can't stop shit, Loomis. You couldn't even stop the sequels. Couldn't even stop the sequels, you butt. And now Loomis and Cop. Loomis and Cop is the spin-off they want to do. Halloween, Loomis and Cop saga, but he never got around to it. They're just driving some. The cops telling Loomis, why? Loomis should not have a gun. This guy's 2 barrels short of a picnic, 2 pickles short of a jar. Now they're arguing. Lovers quarrel. Domestics, as they would say. Haddonfield doesn't seem like a big town, so I don't understand how Loomis keeps losing Michael. Or how they conveniently keep popping up and meeting people who Michael's either attacked or being in the vicinity of. And now Michael's walking the street. Like, Michael, this is the equivalent of joking. Oh, Loomis tries to shoot Michael and cop stops him. And oh shit, oh fuck, they run Michael down and the car explodes, holy shit. What the fuck? They literally smashed into Michael and now he's burning alive. Like a cop car, holy shit. That was crazy, guys. It's ploughed in, that's clearly not Michael though. So what the fuck is that about? Police car, just this guy in the middle of the road walking around, police car barrels into him, drives him into another truck which explodes and sets Michael on fire. Cop jumps out of the car and it's Michael burns to death, although it's cleaning up Michael Myers. And now cops are like, what the fuck do you do that for? And he's like, I don't know, car, I don't know, chief. And they start fighting each other. They run off because there's been enough murder, and Loomis jumps in the car. Why would you let Loomis in the car? And why would Batsy... Oh, they drive before he's even got out. And they don't seem to give shit. This guy's burning alive. Jesus Christ, this one... Like, John Carpenter must have been having a highlight of the day while writing this movie. Same news report as earlier plays. The guy and nurse and paramedic watch it. Why is a paramedic there? You're meant to be going out and stopping fires and shit. And Laurie's just walking around like, fuck this shit, I'm out. And the nurse walks up to her. Nope, apparently this hospital's deserted and there's no sense of geography whatsoever. No, so I have no idea where anyone is or what anyone's doing. A paramedic goes to check on Laurie and make sure the door's shut behind him. That's creepy. That won't happen. And he gives her a look. And that's really fucked up. Her door should not be shut. And he's got rape eyes. He's got rapiest eyes going on. And he reaches for her. Don't touch her. What is wrong with these people? Is this meant to be Laurie's hallucination or something? I mean, she better wake up and scream. She doesn't scream. She should. And then nurse comes in, it's like paramedics, like, get the fuck out of here. Don't shut the door behind you, you arsehole. She's like, I got to check your vitals, Laurie. Your legs. I got to poke your legs. This is not a very good hospital. Is this a front for Michael's Nazi cult? And tell the paramedic, fuck off. Like, why is he still in the room? Seriously. Oh, he goes to leave but shuts the door behind him. He's going to flirt with Laurie some more. And she smiles back. What the fuck is going on? What is this weird ass shit? You know? It's a weird ass movie. And the other paramedic's like, what the fuck are you doing? And he's like, I'm just talking to you. It's like, dude, no, don't flirt with the patients at work, you sick fuck. We got work to do. And news reporters outside Laurie Strode household, and there's a lot of new characters being introduced in this movie, and it's losing a lot of the focus the last movie had, which is understandable. You know, they need to drag this shit out as long as possible, but at the same time, it's like, can we just have a bit of focus here? Because Ian's got to continue doing this for an hour and 10 minutes, you know, and he's got shit to do. I want to go sit by the jacuzzi. You know? I want to go sit by jacuzzi, but now I'm doing this podcast for you guys because I'm such a nice guy. I'm such a nice guy. And they find a woman dead who looks slightly like Laurie Strode. I mean, if they're going that angle, that'd be fine. Except Michael knows what Laurie looks like. This isn't like Terminator, where he's gone murder every Sarah Connor because he, for some reason, doesn't know what Sarah Connor looks like. You know, this is like, Michael knows who Laurie is. He knows. There's no way he doesn't know what she looks like. They literally just interacted 23 minutes ago. You know? But apparently he's just murdering those random people. And again, I get the idea that some force of evil just murders people for no reason. I get that's terrifying, but movie, you need a reason. Or even if you don't have a reason, like, you know, specifically why he's murdering certain people, you need an idea of he's trying to get to this place, you know? He's trying to get to this location, and there's obstacles in his way. But this doesn't have that. This is just where he walked in the house and murdered her. You know, and I don't. This is not entertaining. That's not. The rest, some parts of this movie, like Loomis having fucking nervous breakdowns, entertaining because you imagine that's probably close to what Donald Pleasance was doing in real life. You know, it's come from my acting school of I love, you know, acting and delivering dialogue and performing character arts, and then yes, appear in John movies like this. You know, although he did appear in a lot, and apparently he did enjoy them. And if you read Loomis's fucking Wikipedia page, it is particularly enjoyable because the further it goes down, like One of the things I love most about horror movies is the iconography and mythology. The longer they go on, the more ridiculous they appear. You know, especially if you get into like the history of characters like Loomis, and at a certain point, it just gets so brilliantly silly. Like when it gets like part 5 and Loomis trying to stop Michael and Nazi cult, and Loomis bonding with Laurie's daughter and stuff like that. You know, it's like, and teach her how to use telepathic powers. It's like, how the fuck do you get here? Like, what the fuck is this shit? But in an entertaining way, you know? Always an entertaining way. So, I mean, I used to love looking at that stuff as a kid, just the back of videotapes and stuff like that. It was just so much fun, you know, to read up about history. And you'd read something like Child's Play 3 and you'd see it set in an army base, be like, that sounds like the coolest shit ever. And then you'd see Child's Play 3 and you'd be like, that's not the coolest shit ever. You know, your mind takes over and comes up with fantastical concepts. And how movies could go, and sometimes they're like Halloween 2 setting Hostel. Oh man, I've got ideas for that movie. And watch movies, and so like none of those things are going to happen because, you know, they don't have budget and they don't have patience to actually do them. So already this is a lot less focused on Halloween than last year. I mean, Halloween's a simple story, the first one, but it's a compact story, you know. I think something like, to me, the two horror movies series which feel very auteur led are, from the first one's Halloween and Nightmare on Elm Street, where you get two directors who added their personal touches to the movies and gave such a good blueprint of the original that no one could match it. You know, you get something like Friday the 13th, and that doesn't feel like a movie made by a specific person. Not that it's bad, it's very entertaining, but there's no blueprint for the next 8-9 movies. And I know Halloween doesn't read it. The blueprint for Halloween, you know, it's always intended to be one movie, as the Nightmare on Elm Street was, but it did give an idea of what you could do future movies from a visual standpoint and a writing standpoint. You know, like, it feels very much like a John Carpenter movie, although John Carpenter is a genre-hopping madman. And now we're back to Hostel. I mean, I get what John Carpenter's doing here. I get what Rick Rosenthal's doing. But I kind of wish they'd just started in Hospital instead of picking up where the last movie ended. I know I don't really enjoy Armchair Quarterbacking too much. I mean, I do love it, but, you know. But I wish they'd not had that recap at the end of the last movie, that they just jumped straight to Hospital, introduced these characters, and then threw Laurie into it. Maybe they've been dealing with the deaths all night, you know, and they've got their own theories or something like that. Because the Hospital is a great place to set a horror movie. You know, it's very atmospheric, it's creepy, but this doesn't really feel creepy or atmospheric. It just feels like... It feels like a nice idea, but not with best execution. I mean, they should really... To be honest, they should really be set. These characters should be really written more dynamically, so that we get a sense of, oh, any one of these characters could take over in sequels, but they're not. None of these characters can get sequels. Why would they? They're pretty shoddy. And also, it's very inaccurate that Hostel should run. I mean, even if John Carpenter had written something equivalent to The Thing in the Hospital in terms of tension, but with Michael Myers, you know, that would have been crazy. You know? But I think that probably required Michael Myers to blend in a bit more. You know, pose as a rational person, which you could do, you know. I mean, Loomis is the only one who knows what Michael actually looks like. So Michael being able to pose as a paramedic or something like that, that would be terrifying. Then it's a case of where's Michael? Or who's Michael even? But, you know, when in boardroom, as they say, when in boardroom. These paramedics are really creeping me out, by the way. They look really skeevy. But they keep swapping which one's skeevier. You know, it's like, which one's meant to be the disgusting pervert, you know. And the movie doesn't really seem sure which one it wants to be more of a pervert. They're both weird, though. They both have that... I mean, obviously it's not... I'm not saying these characters are, you know, that way inclined or anything like that, but they give vibe of Wes Craven, sort of some characters from his early works, where they're this like ineffectual, weird, you know, but also vaguely terrifying. And this scene's dark as shit. Why was that in the movie? What a weird scene. And now we're going floating through a hallway. Even these floating through hallway scenes, they lack that Carpenter grace, you know? Especially because there's no way these people wouldn't see Michael. He's clear as day. And they're getting nurse reporting for duty, you know? Very American nurse, no English nurses dressed like that. I don't know if they did in the 70s, but she's skipping. She's wearing a very form-fitting uniform. I know it's a modern aging, all that, but you got to call them how you see them. Like this in the background, oh, she's still tightening up her outfit, and the silly hat, and the doctor nurse in charge is like, oh no you didn't, oh no you didn't, woman, oh no you didn't. No, they're having a discussion, and the other one's like you, and the other one's like me, and she's like, oh no you. As you do. This is not as good as I hoped it's Halloween one, and this movie's not as good, so what can do? This paramedic is so fucking weird. Don't sit on her bed, you weirdo. Fucking weirdo. Seriously, what weirdo? She's trying to sleep. She's just had a traumatic experience. I mean, she shouldn't be in hospital in the first place. She should have been let go hours ago, because, you know, they need beds for other people. There's a bed shortage, you know. Laurie. I don't get... I think some of this shit is really there just pad out runtime, because this is the third fucking scene where he's taught Laurie in an inappropriate way, and nurses told him get the fuck out of the room. Like, what is wrong with these paramedics? There's no reason for them still being hospital. There's literally been 4 or 5 other deaths. Pick them up, bring them to hospital, take them to the morgue. And that's the thing, like, in theory, a hospital for weird people who Laurie doesn't really know how to interact with would be great, but instead we're just getting this stream of rubbish. Like, I don't understand how to really say it other than the fact this is really boring. You know, this is a really boring movie, and I got an hour left and it's too early to drink beer. So, you know. Yeah, so I'm looking forward to the Dr. Sleep episode next week. I think doing a book review and a movie review will make for an interesting change of pace. So, you know, I'm also looking forward to getting breakfast today, because I can't do it till after this movie is over. You know, you gotta finish the movie and then you get reward. You know, just wondering if I'll have cereal or whether I'll go down to the pool and get something more substantial to eat, because I'm kind of hungry today. Well, I've worked hard. I've if I do this podcast, I've worked really hard. And by the time the movie's over, the poolside bar will be open, so maybe I can get something to eat. Or maybe I'll go to the diner across the road. You know, that'd be cool. You know, American food's nice. Or maybe I'll go to McDonald's. Actually, that'd be a point. I'd go to Och Dee's. That'd be nice. You know, you got lots of options, which is good. Options are key, fundamental to understanding all that jazz. You know, lots of places to go to eat, things to do, people to see, as they put it. I really want to go in jacuzzi though. Oh, I watched an episode of Batwoman last night. I haven't seen series today, so that was interesting. I don't know if I like it. I don't know if I dislike it, but it was episode 4 or something like that. It was watchable. You know, I think Ruby Rose has kind of not fallen, but she's kind of in the same place that Stephen Amell was when he started doing the series, where she's got growing to it a bit. You know, got to get more comfortable with character and all of that. But I think as time goes on, she'll be really good. I mean, there's parts I really like. For example, the main thrust of the episode was her saving Day by using her cape to block explosions. And I liked the fact that it wasn't just her beating people up, it was her using her brains and her technology and things like that. Which was pretty cool. You know, so I liked it. Sorry. I mean, my only issue with Batwoman, and this is a very minor one, I wish it'd been set on Kara's Earth, so Earth 38. I think that would have been cool. But, I mean, I get why they didn't. So it's not a problem. It's just, at all, the opposite problem. And when that fat cop is walking around shining a flashlight everywhere, this movie's really dimly lit. I can't make out shit. But I'm getting texts all the time too, but he's doping, he's fat, and he's clearly going to die bloodily. But again, that raises the question, why does Michael need to kill all these people? You know, there's no reason. He can literally vanish in thin air. It's like he's just playing with them, but that conflicts with his base characterization, you know. I think they want to go down the he's just pure evil route, but then sometimes he murders people and sometimes he doesn't, so there's no real pattern to it. Also, it's really dimly lit, so that doesn't hit matters because you can't really make out anything, and there's no making out either on my end or the movie's end, which is, you know, what can you do? It's like 54 minutes of this left. I mean, that's not bad, you know. I've had worse scenarios. But I might go make breakfast in a sec because I'm quite hungry. Actually, that's the point. Should I put coffee on? No, I'll tough out for a bit longer, I think. Anyway, I just got a note on my phone saying I should do a handle watch, which I haven't done in ages. I know a lot of features go by wayside for this podcast, but that's the joy of doing this on a weekly basis. You just, you know, keep playing on and, okay, hope that story arcs will come back around. I mean, like I said, I'll finally be getting to Bay and Grave Encounters 2 on December 31st. You've got Star Wars coming up soon. And probably have more announcements by the end of this podcast special. More announcements that I know I'll just regret saying because I don't have time to do them. But I think I would hopefully, in addition to podcast specials, I'd like to start another one. I still don't know what for. I was hoping to do a Friday 13th one, but the problem is that really that should only be done on Fridays ending 13. But then, like, problem with that is that that's when Friday Night Friday airs. So do I not do a weekly episode on those days? I mean, I have to. So maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll be like, if you've seen WCW, or if you watched WCW back in the day, you'll know they did Clash of Champions every once in a while. It wasn't like set time every year. It's just, you know, when they felt like doing one. And when Michael is not there, Fat Cop bursts into a cleaner's cupboard, doesn't find anything, goes, rah, 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 rah. He's so fat. And I know hate to reduce actors to those sort of comments like he's fat and all of that, but when your movie's giving me nothing to work with, and I'm not necessarily the most creative person today, so. Oh, I've been writing this script though, by the way. It's quite a cool script. Yeah, this movie's failing for me is there's not a lot of tension. It's like it's dimly lit, but dimly lit doesn't make tension. You need scenes of tenseness, and also they're not really establishing these characters, so we're getting a lot less Jamie Lee Curtis and Loomis. Oh, like a hammer to have the cop. So he's dead. But, and the nurse shouting at him is sort of like, you want spawn, fine, douchebag. But, you guys know what I mean, right? This is just... the geography of this movie doesn't add up. I don't know where people are at any given time in this hospital. Okay? Anyway, they're trying doing autopsy of the burn man, who had a wig that was different to Michael's, which I don't follow, They're trying to see if it's Michael Myers, but clearly wasn't Michael Myers. But the movie has to pretend that it might be to try and get to an hour 40, however it can. And this isn't really equivalent of the autopsy scene thing, is it? So... No cops giving speech of them need to sweep and all that shit. I take back my my thing about Halloween movies all being baseline watchable. This is not a very good movie. There's no tenseness to it. There's no real life to it. It's ambling. Like there's loads of interesting ideas, like people throwing rocks at this Myers and Strode house and things like that. There's so many great ideas. The hospital's an amazing idea. Like Loomis being alert off track is an amazing idea. Laurie being so traumatized is an amazing idea. But amazing ideas need firstly be put on page in a good way, which bless him, I don't think Carpenter was particularly bothered about the script or put his best foot forward. And the other thing is they need to be shot in an interesting way, and it's not. It's baseline characters shot poorly. And now so Loomis is back at Myers and Strode's house where the cops think Michael Myers might be, but Michael's at hospital, and it's not a very big hospital, and I don't understand geography of it, but there's no reason Michael wouldn't have been able to get to Laurie already. But for the fact that he shouldn't know she's in hospital because he never saw her leaving the ambulance, and if he does know she's in hospital, he'd know she's in one of the rooms. So why is he murdering random people and taking his time doing it? I get they're probably going for a 3-act thing, but if they were going to do this, the entire movie should have taken place at hospital. One location, one tense location, Michael trying to get to Laurie, but not knowing where she is, or something like that. I don't know, I'm not saying I could have done a better job, I'm just saying they should have done a better job. Like, it seems the cop offering Loomis a cigarette, we haven't had any time to see them bond yet, or any sort of bonding between them most course of this movie or even last movie. So the moment where he's sort of like, do you want a cigarette, that should be a moment of we're a team now. We're a fucking team. We're gonna fuck Michael up. But it's not. Podcast specials, am I right? Oh, 2 random kids. Oh, are these paramedics? I don't fucking know anymore. Why is this movie so dimly lit? This really does seem like a made-for-TV movie. There's some really bad lighting going on here. It's like very minimal, even outside. It's like really base lighting, and it's not doing any of the actors any favours, or any of the characters, or even any of the settings. It's like look at our movie. Look how we can't afford a lighting system. Like, that shot of Hostel's awful. Establishing shot of Hostel where you can barely see anything. Now we're back with the nurse in form-fitting outfit, and she's counting tablets, but you don't have any patients. An alarm goes off and she laughs, which, is quite accurate. Why is she counting all the tablets? You only have one patient. Literally only have one patient in this entire place. Sorry, I'm going back to the pillows, my back from carrying this podcast. Aha! Now the nurse is walking down. Instantly, she's had more fucking screen time than Laurie's had in this movie so far, and we know nothing about her. Who she is, what her goals are, and now a patient is trying to assault her? No, it's a paramedic. Sorry, a paramedic was trying to assault the nurse, but why did she go in the room? What was her objective going into the room? What the fuck? What is going on in this movie? They're in a relationship? Like, why was she in the room? Why was she surprised he was in the room? And why are they bantering? And why isn't she concerned that he's tried to molest her? Oh, are they dating? Oh, I guess they're dating. But, like, what is going on? What are the politics of this movie? When she's taking her outfit off, are they living in the hospital? Like, what is going on? Like, clearly there's something going on between them, but what were these politics in the late 70s, early 80s? I'm starting to think John Carpenter can't write relationships between men and women. Bro relationships great, but this is just bizarre. Or maybe it's has directed. Anyway, they kiss. And no, I mean, bagging a nurse is definitely an achievement. They are, some of them, not all of them. But at the same time, this is fucking weird. This is some weird ass shit. No chemistry, there's the anti-chemistry. And also, she's on duty, mate. You don't mess up her uniform. Oh, I see, they're going to get around there. She looks like she's about to take off, but she doesn't. Or we don't see it. Oh, shots of various parts of hospital. Still don't understand geography. And Laurie is still asleep. And she's got a far nicer bed and pillows than I've ever seen in hospital. And now she's having dream sequence. Because why wouldn't she have dream sequence? And it's a really weird artsy dream sequence. John Carpenter's really dragging this shit out. Oh, and there's Michael in the asylum. We see his face and Laurie's like, I know him. And it's like, what? I hate the twist coming up, by the way. It's really bad. I get that John Carpenter came up, said this thing he could to continue movies, but it's such a bad twist. But on the flip side, it gives Michael reason to do what he's doing, except it doesn't give him reason to do what he's doing because it doesn't make any sense. Oh, the nurse stripping off behind a blurred out glass mirror so we can see outline. And there's a fucking jacuzzi in a fucking hospital. What the fuck is going on? And one paramedic is in it when she's dating, I guess. And he's watching her behind the partition. He's like, oh yeah. And he's like, oh no, she's putting a robe on or something. Or a towel. Why is she putting a towel on and going in the jacuzzi? It's like, I got to striptease, So why would you bother at this point? It's just a waste of a towel. Such a waste. Oh, now we get a shot of her, topless. Because, that's what American TV would want. And they're getting hot tub. Why is so much time being developed on this shitty storyline? It's something out of an awful Friday the 13th movie. It really is. The anti-chemistry, a sex scene for no reason other than, hey, we gotta save foreign rights. and the inevitable aspect of Michael murdering both of them. It's such a weird. I don't like. Oh, Michael's fucking with the hot tub. Is he turning water up? Or oh, he's turning temperature up. See, why is Michael? I don't understand why Michael is doing these fucking temperatures and shit. You know, I don't understand why he's acting this way. That doesn't really make any sense. He's either smart or not. And if he's smart, why hasn't he found Laurie already? And also, how's this work? They can just get out of the hot tub. There's no logic to this trap. They can just get out of the hot tub. Oh my god. Oh, we're getting half shot. Oh, he's not going to get out of the hot tub. He's going to... Well, he is going to get out of the hot tub. He's going to go and turn temperature down. This is neatly complex by Michael. I don't understand his logic. Yeah. All these two not wondering why temperature went up. Anyway, she sat on the side. She's like, it's a bit warm, but you know. Well, Michael comes up and he garrots the paramedic, you know, as you do. And for some reason, this woman doesn't hear the paramedic scream, despite the fact that he was screaming up a storm. And also, Michael takes out very quickly and then looks at this woman and sort of like, are you my sister? And she doesn't respond, and she doesn't hear move, because apparently Michael moves so gracefully you can't hear his footsteps. And this woman's still talking, sort of like, paramedic, paramedic. And Michael walks in, and he's gonna finish her off now. These things are uncomfortable to watch. Like, they seem to have weirdly sexualized this movie. You know? It's a bit crass. Just a bit. Florida's nice, so this movie's pretty shoddy, but you know, what can you do? Well, she's about realising that she's not kissing my paramedic. You know, you think she would know what his hands feel like, but I don't know, I don't read horror movies. Anyway, Michael is now, he's drowned her underwater, pulls her up, puts her back in. His temperature keeps rising. But will Michael's hand get burned too? Why would you allow jacuzzi go that high in the first place? You know? And also, this I never understood. In horror movies, when they put a person's face underwater, pull them out, and then put it back in, why not just keep it there? And also, the exploitative nature of horror movies gets me sometimes, you know. Where, like, they're like saying to these women, imagine doing like 20 takes of that scene. You're topless, we're going to drown you. Do it again, topless, drown you. 20 takes of that scene, that just feels really, really uncomfortable. And I couldn't imagine asking anyone to have to do that shit. Anyway, they're at this asylum, and Loomis is looking at pictures of Michael's drawings when he was a kid. And so, like, Loomis, you don't really know this shit. You were his primary psychiatrist. You know? Like, here's the thing. Loomis must know that Laurie and Michael are brother and sister. He must. So if he knows, then why the fuck? Oh, for some reason Sam Hain's been written on the wall because they want us to believe that Michael is a reincarnation of Sam Hain because they need to go explicitly supernatural with it. And I'm starting to realise there's a reason why they had to reboot this franchise 4 times. You know, because you got Halloween 5, you got H2O, you got Rob Zombie's Halloween, and you got new Halloween 2, and it's not Halloween 2. I'm sorry guys, I'm so bored. And plus, like, there's only 38 minutes left, you know, of this dragged out fucking TV stretch time movie. And not worst part is I got Halloween 3 to do next year. Jesus Christ, I gotta drag someone to do these with, because this is, I don't know about you guys, but like doing this solo, a move like this is torture. It really is. It's just like, I can do it, I'll get some time, but like, my God, I'm watching scenes of Loomis smoking cigarettes. I don't know who the fuck this woman is, but he's smoking cigarettes with her and they're talking. And I was like, I'm picking up nothing. I got nothing. There's no sense of this. I mean, I have to assume this was first draft that Carpenter did, because Carpenter's such a good guy with structure and things like that. And I'm sure when they look at the script, they're like, that's good, we can use that, because it's John Carpenter and he's exceptional at that sort of stuff. But he would have probably himself done 3 or 4 drafts, but he just thought, fuck it, I'll do something which can just about be produced. Not too expensive, not too off the wall, So, and he achieved it. I mean, he made a Halloween too. So Laurie, I don't know anymore. Someone in the room with her, Do you think John Carpenter watched Empire Strikes Back before he made this? And was like, oh, I know Family Twist. And paramedics in the room, Laurie's in a coma. Why is this paramedic still here? I mean, I don't understand, It's dozens of deaths that happened last night and they're still in this fucking room. Apparently Laurie is out cold, she's comatose because she's just realised that she's Michael's sister, and she's like, no, how can I buried these memories so deep? And we're cutting from room to room now. I don't understand how, why, but we're still doing it. And you're reminded that we're live in sunny Florida. We're sponsored by Anchor, the podcast, not butter, the podcast app of champions. It's just, there is actually a sponsorship thing in there, but, I'm trying to keep these podcast specials a bit more integrity than that. Not really working because, this is not terribly impressive this year. You can't win them all, as I'm proving with this one. But on the flip side, would you watch Halloween 2 twice? And I think the answer would be no, so shut the fuck up and just listen to my voice. I'm trying. And who the fuck's this asshole? Seriously, there's so many characters in the fucking movie. I have no idea who they are. Who's this woman? Is that nurse? She's seeing dead bodies and it's like, oh no, this is so awfully lit. Fucking Jesus Christ. What the fuck is going on? I can't see anything. Oh, she gets injected through the eye, through the side of the eye even. But it's like, that's awful. Like I don't understand. They lit the scene this way. They chose to light scenes these ways, right? But when they're in editing, they could make them brighter, or put a filter on them or tone or something. But they thought, no, this is fine. And again, I don't understand geography of this movie. It's like, where are characters in relation to other characters? Where are they? Like, seriously, where are we meant to be at any given time? Just dimly, this reminds me of some of those bloody-off episodes of Buffy Vampire Slayer and Angel in like later seasons. Like, there's an Angel episode in season 5, a werewolf one, and it's like episode 3. And I swear I have no rutting idea what the fuck or where the fuck characters are at any given time in relation to other characters. It's just a big blob of mess. It really is. And it's so irritating to watch because they're capable. These people are capable of better than that. They really are. But I think sometimes they're just doing it to do it. And it just, It's just really irritating. It's like, we could have done such a better job. They really could have. But they decided not to, because why would they? Why would they? This movie is just. Oh, they're just walking. They're still walking. Laurie's gone for a walk now. She looks like she needs to piss her pants, but hopefully she won't, because this movie's already classy enough. And Michael's walking the other way, and I really wish there was some basic sense of geography so we know where Michael was in relation to Laurie, because then there'd be a bit of tension. Is Michael going to catch her? Is Laurie going to get away? But instead, we don't know if they're even in the same hospital. And now Laurie's gone for a phone and she's collapsed because she's barely conscious. And now Michael's walking down the hallway, but it's like, is that hallway she's on? If it is, there's tension. If there's not, there's no tension. But we don't know because we didn't even get a sense of where she walked, It's just so bad. And now she's falling down. And also, making her, I get why they made Laurie into this character and gave her this role in the movie, but this is a fucking waste of Jamie Lee Curtis's talents. This is purely making Laurie a victim instead of a proactive woman, It's just, as a first act, maybe, but we're in third act now, and she's still this caring, scared little woman. And it's really irritating because she's meant to be stronger than that. And you can immediately see why they ignored all of these fucking sequels and just start from scratch, I mean, because New Halloween movie also goes down post-traumatic stress disorder route, but does a far more interesting job with it. This is just a waste of her talents. And it had to be something contractual about this to get her back, because I can't imagine her wanting to come back and do this shite. And this is complete shite. It's complete bollocks. Back to Loomis. Loomis hasn't even got to the hospital yet, and there's only fucking 29 minutes left in this shitty movie, which thank God. But how can you do that? It's not even a build up to him getting to the hospital. It's just, he hasn't got there yet. It's surely the first thing he would do would be, I'm going to see if Laurie's alright, because Michael tried murdering her and failed, so logically he would try murdering her again. Also, this dark, if ever you guys have seen something called Gareth Marenghi's Dark Place, that ruins horror movies set in hospitals. Not that you can't do a good horror movie set in hospital, but that is one of the greatest pieces of comedic parody ever. It's perfect. But also, it's a lot more tense than this. Even if it's a comedy, it nails all horror tropes. It's a really, really, really good piece of TV. I keep saying I'll bring it back, but it's so perfect in its distilled form that I don't know if I'd want it to come back, but who knows. Anyway, more wandering around by random nurses who I don't think have been named, who are just fodder for Michael. Oh, and that creepy pervy paramedic is still alive, but you think he's gonna fuck this nurse because he can't fuck Jamie? Well, you're probably right. The movie's almost over. Near enough set scene. And also, here's the thing: John Carpenter doesn't realise the way the teens acted in the first movie, all being all horny and stuff like that. That makes sense. But these are meant to be trained nurses and paramedics, and you're writing them like the horny teenagers from the first movie. That's weird. Like this paramedic has to be in his early 20s. Laurie's barely 17, and he's putting moves on her. That's weird. And also, there is a question: how old's Michael meant to be? Because Laurie hasn't finished high school yet. But Michael, is he older than her? But if he's older than her, I don't understand the logistics of that. If he's older than her, how, like, I don't follow. I mean, this is a complex narrative anyway, clearly, but, it's almost over, thank God. But yes, I'm aware I could use the cohort on these ones, and I have ideas, so hopefully soon. Anyway, the nurse is dead. One nurse is dead. I can't keep track. The nurse doctor is dead even. Yeah. And blood stripping from something. From her arm. Michael gave her an intravenous infusion. Or did he do a blood transfusion? No, because there's blood everywhere, so. This is a weird movie. Anyway, the nurse falls in blood and hits so hard that blood splashes out of his mouth. So, is he dead? Is he bleeding internally? Like, what the fuck? And when another nurse decides she's had enough and she's going home, most sensible character in the movie, she's running off, from Haddonfield Memorial Hospital. Who would ever go live in Haddonfield? That's what's going to bug me for the rest of this franchise. Like, why would you ever do that? Anyway, she goes to turn keys but can't, and she thinks that someone might be in the car with her. Keys won't turn. She gets out of the car and it's like, motherfucker, fuck. She'd be perfect for Loomis. Anyway, the oil's been drained from her car, because apparently Michael's a fucking genius, and he slashed her tyres too. Which, I don't understand why. Like, sometimes Michael's portrayed as a genius, and other times he's portrayed as a fucking dumbass. Like, he's slashing all these tires now, but he still can't find Laurie Strode, despite the fact that he's been at hospital for half an hour of screen time in this movie. Like, how's he unable to find her? It's a small hospital. Anyway, Laurie comes out of the room, the one room Michael didn't check, because why would check it? And Loomis still hasn't thought, maybe I should get to the hospital. Maybe she have armed guards by Laurie, considering she's the only survivor of Michael Myers, and she might possibly stay with me now. Be a clue to what's going on. That's what the movie struggles with. Like, a far more interesting movie would be Loomis revealing some of this information to Laurie, because they didn't interact much in the first movie, but they decided to split them up for some reason. And I think the reason that is that they're split up is because they think if Loomis and Laurie talked, all of this stuff be out straight away. But my argument would be, Loomis doesn't have to tell everything, but they should at least have a fucking conversation to start this movie. To set this movie in motion. Anyway, there's only one nurse on duty now, and Michael appears behind her and stabs her in the back and lifts her off the ground, Impalement, penetration, as you will. And Laurie looks at him and is just like, whatever. And her shoes fall off and she's dropped to the ground, and Laurie's like, now I strung. You know, now I should act like I don't know what take they used for Jamie Lee Curtis before that, but it's a really bad one. When she's running from Michael, Michael's slowly chasing her because that's what he does. And I'm glad these two crazy kids found each other so we can restart the final act and end this god awful movie. Laurie's finally doing proactive stuff trying to stop Michael getting her, but not really. She's running downstairs and this music's playing. It's at least the music's decent, although it's not John Carpenter's best, but it's John Carpenter in general music is really good. Laurie's trying to escape now. They finally remembered this is meant to be a slasher movie. Michael's slowly coming downstairs. And I get why they're doing that. They want to keep up the suspense and all of that, but Michael doesn't seem particularly bothered by catching Laurie. I'm not saying he has to run, but anyway, she finds shit in the basement, the dead cop who's still dead, and she runs and she hears running, but it can't be Michael. Michael doesn't run, but Michael's there. He's slowly advancing on her, and Laurie climbs up to a window. Michael's still slowly advancing, and she's going to go out the window, hopefully, and she does, and they're classy enough not to give us an underwear shot, which is very classy, very restrained of them, and she falls down into another room, and she's running, and she's crawling through some wooden boxes which were conveniently there, and, she's still moving, and it's a little bit better now, but still pretty poor. That blue light's quite cool. But see, it's a bit too little too late, really, I love that there's 3 attempts just with Jamie Lee Curtis to do Halloween 2. It's just mind-blowing, it really is. Everyone says Halloween 3 was the low point for this franchise. Fucking hell. Michael... My issue with Michael is he's so effective at killing off people, but he's so awful at coming off Laurie. And it's I don't understand it. It doesn't make any sense. Anyway, his hand gets caught in the left, and then he lets it go. And then the lift opens from the other side. And Laurie runs, and she's still bleeding, but she's still alive. She runs out of the hospital, and, Loomis, can you show up? Can you fucking something to put this movie into a degree of excitement? Because Laurie running from Michael Myers is not very entertaining. 72 minutes of talking. I am definitely a podcast guy. It's tough sometimes. It's really tough with a movie like this where you just watch it and you're like, oh my fucking god, I want to have breakfast, I want to go sit by the jacuzzi, but no, you gotta finish it. And I hope this movie's got 50 minutes of fucking commercials, I really do. And this is just... I don't really know what they're thinking of this movie, other than we need a sequel. But this isn't even similar to Halloween. It feels like a much different movie to that movie, so it doesn't make any sense. It's if you had to make a movie, why didn't you fucking just literally do a beat per beat of the first movie? I'm sure some would say they did, but it's just, maybe it's execution, maybe. Anyway, Loomis finally fucking going to hospital, which he should have gone to an hour and 13 minutes ago, you douchebag. So before Laurie to the hospital, had a chat with her, and then start the movie. He can even keep stuff from her. She can ask him who Michael is, and he'll be like, he's just a bad man, he's just an evil man. That's it. That's all you need to say. And then when they meet up later in the movie, he can apologise to her. They're both on the run. He can say, no, this is why Michael's after you. And then you get Laurie running from Loomis. Loomis trying to find Laurie, and Michael trying to find Laurie, and then Loomis finds her, sacrifices himself for her, and then Laurie takes out Michael once and for all. But like I said, I don't like to argue court here. A movie's a movie, you can't change it, you won't. When they're making a movie, they have certain criteria to fulfill, which armchair quarterbacks don't. You always have to deal with, how would you make this movie if you had the same players, same locations, the same basic events, and the same budget? How would you do the movie? That's how you should approach it. If you have unlimited resources and unlimited capabilities to change the movie, that's not creativity. Creativity is, you have to make this same movie, all these elements, keep them neat, keep these set pieces, but how to do it differently. And that's true creativity. And I would not have Loomis sitting in a car with some random woman, flirting with her, at the hour 14 mark of fucking Halloween movie. I would not do it. I'm sorry. I know they want to give Don Pleasant stuff to work with, and I respect that, but not like this. Because this shit should not be a movie.
Tonight, after I shot him, where did the clinic?
He's finally, only just now, decided they need to go to the hospital. I don't understand why. That bugs me. The rest of the movie's fine. That screams we literally could not figure our way to have Loomis and Laurie in the same place at the same scene until this time. And that is direct rip-off of the first movie. And that irritates me. Because that's... I'd say this is pretty much a remake of first Halloween, but done worse, in the hospital. It's so annoying, because Laurie does... You could have literally done this exact same movie without Laurie Strode in it, and it worked better, because she's doing the exact same thing she did in the last movie, but in a less interesting way. Luckily, this fucking thing's almost over, thank God. This pervy paramedic, I hope he gets the most brutal death. I really do. Such a piece of shit. Such a douchebag. Seriously, this guy should never be allowed near human beings. Was he dead, or? I guess so. And when Laurie runs out, and is he dead? Oh, she's well enough to drive a car now, apparently. She's escaped Michael somehow. Right, in fact, she went through a window and was in the room next to him. Anyway, the car doesn't work, despite the fact that the horn does. Laurie falls out of the car, and this isn't really QB Volume 1, is it? Jamie Lee Curtis is such a good actor, ever made so many shit movies, but never had payback for it, or any repercussions. Because we all love Jamie Lee Curtis. She's an awesome, awesome talent, but she's made some dog shit over the years, and yet no one's ever hated against her. There's like, no, she's still great. She made Trading Places, so... Well, Loomis finally gets to the fucking hospital, and Laurie's literally right in front of him, and he doesn't see her like a fucking arsehole. Despite screaming, no one reacts to her. Fucking depth perception, Loomis, you twat. And they're literally reenacting the same shit from the end of the last movie in a hospital. Give this movie restraint. They're not sexualizing Laurie Strode at all, and that's very impressive given how creepy these sort of movies are to main female characters. And when Michael is bathed in red light, that's so, but he's Sam Hain after all. Now he's walking towards Laurie. Where the fuck? How's he coming from that direction? Laurie's banging on the doors, despite the fact that they're open second go. Apparently they're automatic doors which open when they feel like. This is a really small hospital. And now cops finally heard Laurie, and he's running to let her in. Although the doors should be fucking automatic to open anyway. And Loomis is fine there running for her. And Michael's outside. And finally they're going to talk, you know. And she's like, you fucking assholes. And Michael's walking up the doors. And Loomis like, I'll shoot you. And Michael's like, you shot me before, you douchebag. Oh, Michael walks through the door. And Loomis shoots him. And Michael, I shoot you. You go down. And Michael's like, oh, no, you shot me. Like on fourth balcony this time. I guess the implication is that Michael got blood transfusion. But why we need a blood transfusion? Loomis losing shit. Maybe shoot him in the head next time, you dickhead. Oh, is that meant to be Laurie's mum? I guess that's meant to be the mum, but she doesn't look old enough. Don't do that. Double tap him, you fuckhead. Double tap. Oh shit, Michael murders the cop, slits his throat, and they're going to run from supernatural Michael Myers. They're going to have to blow this into a hospital up, aren't they? And also, the brother thing, it's not been a big part of this movie at all. I assumed it'd be like the midpoint twist or something, but anyway, there's not too long left, thank God, because, you know, because the post show's got to be up next soon, surely. You know, you got to do a post show, which is going to be an interesting experience. Definitely an interesting experience doing post show to this piece of shit. Don't worry, it won't be as long as the opening show, because you know, nothing would be that long. But it'll be an okay length, I guess. You know, just to wrap up here, explain, apologise. Now Laurie's mum's on the phone and she's like, rah, 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 rah. Everyone's like, no, Laurie's mum, no. And she's like, rah, 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 rah. My voice is hoarse. If I get laryngitis from this, that'll be fucking brilliant, won't it? I do this for you guys, by the way. I do it for my loyal viewers. And this fucking thing thought it would stop me doing this commentary, so it stopped recording for some reason, but I'm not giving up, so we're gonna finish this shit. I'm at 1 minute, 1 hour, 22:43, and we're not giving up. I'm finishing this fucking movie. Loomis is Michael, and Loomis gets stabbed, because he's too stupid to pull the trigger, and he's like, fuck! And he falls backwards like a big pudge. And Laurie's like, Jesus Christ. Jamie Lee Curtis is like, in this fucking shit end. She's screaming, Michael, just do it, Michael. Just end this franchise once and for all. Time paradox and all that shit. Fucking do it, you piece of shit. Jamie Lee Curtis is saying she doesn't want being in any more fucking movies. She's like, how intrigued be about fucking Silver Shamrock for I give a shit. Fuck you, Michael. Fuck you. And Michael's like, don't say that. He looks at her and he's like, I'm not going to kill you now. He's like, what? He's like, I'm not going to do it. We're family. Why'd I murder you? He's like, you just tried to murder me in the last movie. But then she's got a gun. Boom! Headshot. Boom! Headshot. Michael's like, you made me bleed my own blood. And he's like, he's bleeding from the eyes. He's like, Jesus on the cross. He's like, ah. So Michael's like, oh, fuck my head. Oh, the headache. And Loomis like, motherfucker stabbed me. So he's swinging like an arsehole. And it's like, ah! And Loomis is like, my guts. But he grabs a fucking something anyway, I don't know what. And Michael's swinging like a douchebag. Loomis was like, I'm going to pick up this tank of fucking methane gas. And it's like, Laurie, run, we're going to set this motherfucker on fire. And Michael's like, rah, 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 swing like an arsehole. And Laurie's like, we can set off a massive explosion. We can burn this motherfucker alive, you know. It worked on Guy and Michael Mars, so work on this Guy and Michael Mars, surely. And Michael swing like a big mongoose little motherfucker. He swings, he's like, rah, rah, rah. And Laurie's like, fuck you, Michael, and he's like, rah, rah, rah. And Michael's swinging like a piece of shit. It's like, my fucking eyes, you took my eyes. Oh, swing. And Loomis was like, Laurie, get outside, we're going to burn this motherfucker alive. And Laurie's like, but how could I get past? And Loomis is like, duck and roll. So she runs, and Michael's still swinging like a big dumb mongoose. Loomis is like, fuck you, Michael. And Loomis blows up the hospital. Oh, so I guess that's him for Loomis then. And he's blown that shit sky high. You know? Loomis can't possibly have survived that. So, you know, that's the end of the franchise, folks. Got 6 minutes of credits left. No, actually, this movie's still not over yet because, you know, fire can't take out Michael, can it? No siree. No. Oh shit, there's Michael. He's actually walking through fire because, you know, he's a fucking demonically possessed by Sam Hain. You know? As if Sam Hain won't anything to do with a wanker like this. Michael was like, rah, I'm on fire, rah, fucking no, ow, shit, oh, fuck, ow, my face, oh, you motherfucker, ow, fuck, rah, rah, rah. And then it's next morning. My voice is really hoarse now, sorry. Next morning, they're at a hospital and they're fucking walking around and there's smoke everywhere. And they're like, Laurie, should we explain what happened? And then his cop's like, I'm not Laurie. And he's like, oh yeah, you look like Jamie Lee Curtis from the side. He's like, it's fucked. We're fucked, man. And the other cop's like, we're fucked. It's like, we're fucked, you know, we're fucked. We walked in, shit happened, you know. It's just like 9/11. The other cop's like, how could it be like that? It hasn't happened for 20 something years. And it's like, it's 9/11. This is our 9/11. Haddonfield's 9/11, you know. Fucking a monster attacked the hospital. Laurie's gone back in a fucking ambulance. You've got to be kidding me. You just took her out of one an hour ago. Went to the hospital. She went in a fucking ambulance again. I'm in her back in the ambulance. She's literally it. Where are you taking her? You're driving an ambulance away from a hospital which just blew up. That's the only hospital you have in Haddonfield. That's the only one. Smoke everywhere. This is not the fog. Why is there so much smoke? What the fuck is going on? That can't be it. That can't be it. No, we cut Laurie in the car and she's like, I'll never forget this night. As Jamie Lee Curtis says, I'm not doing any of these fucking movies for at least 19 years. And she sees Michael burning and fire in her vision. And Michael's like, fuck you, Laurie, fuck you. Oh my God, the pain, the burn, the fire. Ah. Oh my God, Laurie. Oh my God, Laurie. Oh my God. And that's it. That's the movie. I have no words. I have no words, guys. Absolutely no words. That was really bad. That was really, really bad. That's so bad that my voice hurts. Apparently Dana Carvey was an assistant in the movie, which sounds wonderful. Annie was played by Nancy Loomis, which sounds even better. My voice is fucked. Actually fucked. I feel very hoarse. I don't know what that means. Other than the fact my voice is really hoarse. But that's Halloween 3. Halloween 2. That was not a very good movie, by any stretch of the imagination. So, what can you do? Except your voice go very, very hoarse. Yeah, I think I would have to post show another day, when my voice comes back, because my voice is really, really fucked now. It sounds deep, it sounds gravelly, but it's not what it was. Here's how many people worked on this fucking movie. I'd like to thank everyone for listening. A post show will be up next. But I'd just like to say thank you for listening. This was... I always find for these sort of ones, I'm amazed I get to fucking end, to be honest, because to keep talking for now, like, that's not my default thing in life, to talk for that long. I'm not a terribly social person, I like people, I like hanging out with people, friends and family and things like that, and other people, of course, but I'm not a very social person. This is, like, for me, this shit's like performance art, and it's really fucking difficult, because this isn't my fault setting, and I don't read this in character anymore, to be honest. This is pretty much just me, but managing to do this for this long is fucking difficult, and I'd like to just have people come out and admit that whether they like podcasts or not, I do this weekly, I do solo, I'd love to do it with someone so my voice won't feel so hoarse, but I put a lot of effort into this shit. And I know it's not best podcast, it's not most professional, it's not best quality in terms of sound or technically, or even actual content or things like that, but Jesus Christ, like, I put a lot of effort into this shit. I never how into it, like, you'll never get dim lighting here, you'll get dim sound, but lighting will always be perfect, because it's in your mind. Lighting's in your mind. As I look through the credits, and I've seen that they had Mr. Sandman by the Cordettes, and they had footage from Night of the Living Dead, which is one of the best horror movies of all time. This is not one of the best horror movies of all time. This was shit. This was a reminder that just because you're a good director and good writer doesn't mean you're a good writer for other people. Anyway, this was copyright 1981, Dino De Laurentiis. Special thanks to Gene and Louise Bramson. I'll give thanks to Church of Scientology, which has given me a lot of joy currently in life, It was rated R, and we're coming up to the end of the podcast now, or the end of this particular part of the podcast, the main show. Like, thank everyone for listening, and remember, post show is coming up in just a few seconds, so stay tuned, and I'll see you in just a tick.